Okay, let's start. Excellent. Good morning. I'd like to start by acknowledging that Tennis NT resides on the lands of the Larrakia people and pay my respect to elders past, present and emerging. Welcome everyone. This is day one of the National Indigenous Tennis Carnival, the pinnacle event in the First Nations tennis calendar. I am so thrilled to be here for my third event. My name's Tanya, I'm CEO of Tennis NT. Today I'm going to introduce three fantastic people who are integral to this event. Firstly, Evonne Goolagong Cawley, former world number one, 14-time Grand Slam champion and Wiradjuri woman. Craig Tiley, CEO of Tennis Australia and Australian Open Tournament Director. And Kaya Jones, Tennis Australia First Nations lead. So a little bit about the event. This event, it's embarking on its sixth year. It's uniting more than 160 players from every state and territory around Australia and about 12 communities across the NT. Participants, it's more than tennis, but tennis is central to this, but they connect through community, culture, well-being, health, careers, education, and of course, tennis, tennis, tennis. As I said, this event is the main event. It's the pinnacle event in the First Nations tennis pathway. So we're thrilled to have all these players here. And really, from my perspective, I think that this event is just an example of the absolute best that sport can do when we invest in people and community. So I'm going to throw to Craig Tiley, CEO of Tennis Australia. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanya, and morning everyone. Well, what an absolute privilege it is to be here. And you can see in the background, we've got kids up and about getting ready to play, and as Tanya said, 160 kids right through across Australia. This is about connecting, it's about friendships, it's about bringing people together, it's about the celebration of our First Nations people, the opportunity for them to thrive, and these opportunities to play this beautiful game of tennis and use that as the platform and the tool to bring the group together. So it's fantastic to be here. It's going to be a special weekend, it always is. It's our 6th National Indigenous Tennis Carnival. We've just come off the back of having conversations about even bigger and better futures for the event as we continue to grow it, but it's something special. And I know that everyone that comes from Darwin and goes back to their homes in the rest of the country talk about this as being one of the highlights of their year on the calendar. So this year will be no different. It'll be a highlight, so enjoy, and again, thanks for the opportunity. I'd like to hand over to Kaya to introduce one of our greats.
Good morning, my name's Kaya Jones. I'm the First Nations lead at Tennis Australia. I'm a proud Aboriginal woman from the Yuin Nation, which is on the south coast of New South Wales. I'm honoured to be here on Larrakia country at our 6th National Indigenous Tennis Carnival with over so many kids here all across Australia. We had 32 lead-in events, which is a record number. So really proud to be able to have these events and have over 1,300 kids participate in a lead-in event to come here to this incredible event right here. So I know you don't want to hear much about me, so I'm going to introduce the amazing Evonne Goolagong Cawley. Come on over. So Evonne, how excited are you to be here today?
Oh, it being the 6th time, I can't believe it that this has been going for 6 years. And rightly so, because it's one of the most unique programs that I've ever been in. It's not just about tennis, it's about education, meeting up with friends, making new friends. I remember last time I was here, a lot of the kids were very shy, very scared, just the same as I was when I first started playing. But by the end of it, everybody's joining in and like sisters and brothers, and learning a lot about culture. So I'm just excited to see all the kids today who've come through the program in the last 6 years, and they're up here somewhere. They've grown a lot taller and a lot older, and me too. But it's just great to be back. It makes me happy.
So you've been here from the start.
Yes.
What's your favourite memory if you were to choose one?
I think the favourite memory is looking forward to, just like today, is seeing all the kids. You know, it becomes like, after a while, they all become like family. So it was such a pleasure and real joy to actually see all those young kids because they're going to have an amazing experience this next week, and through education and tennis and culture. And I believe that culture, the combination of culture, can only make them stronger. I know that tennis made me more positive, more confident in myself. But then when I learned about culture too, it made me even stronger. So the combination is just so unreal.
Well, you just answered my next question. It was about culture, so that's
Yes.
okay. And what has been something that you've really enjoyed your kids? Who do you think is going to be the next potentially Evonne Goolagong Cawley? Is there anyone we should be looking out for?
LaQuisha Khan
LaQuisha Khan?
has been doing really well. She's been travelling overseas. She's been to China, and her ranking's going up. I'm not too sure what she is now, but her ranking's going up, and she's accepted in a lot of tournaments around the world. And also Charlie Pade. I love watching them both play. I mean, just fantastic. Not just fantastic players, but great people.
That's it. What we have to do.
You! Oh, just, I heard before I even came here that it's grown. And I like the idea of the 12 communities being involved in it also. I mean, there are a lot here that have never played before, and that they're going to be gaining that experience. But I guess I would like to see, I know we do have Indigenous coaches working with Tennis Australia and so on, which is great. But I'd like to see more coaches to go out there, to be able to go out to more communities, not just here in NT, but all around Australia. And then maybe this will grow even bigger. I mean, as you may know, when I first started playing tennis, I was probably the only Aboriginal to actually be playing in tournaments. And during those days, Aboriginals weren't even allowed in clubs. So, but I was lucky to have the townspeople of Borellan support me, because they saw me hitting against the wall every day and counting every bounce with me. So they supported me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here today. They bought my suitcase, my clothes, everything, and paid for my flights to go to Sydney. Very shy, very scared, but I want to achieve that dream of winning at Wimbledon one day. And achieve that, and now this is even more special for me. This is what I wanted to do when I came back to Australia in '91. I wanted to do what the townspeople did for me. So, and it's working. Thank you.
We'll stay here to keep you comfortable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think what Evonne said is spot on, because we all remember our first coach, and we all remember the person who had the impact on us playing the game and giving us the motivation to go on with the game. And of course, it helped Evonne reach the upper echelons and being the best in the world. And by the way, she still is the best in the world. But
Thank you very much.
But yeah, so I'm proud of the work we've done with coaches. In fact, we've got more tennis coaches now than we've ever had before that are registered and that are certified. And it wasn't only but 15 years ago we started the certification and the program to get more coaches out there. So we'll continue to invest and provide the resources to do exactly what Evonne says, is to make sure that we have coaches in the region, not just in the cities, but coaches that are going out there and getting kids to play. And I know Tanya, she can talk to that. I think you can. Here in the Northern Territory, I saw Steve is over there. Steve and Tanya have done a magnificent job of growing tennis in the NT, and I think we're in the best place we've ever been. So why don't you answer that question?
Right. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's really exciting what's been happening over the last couple of years. Certainly the team over a long period of time have gone out to different schools and communities across the NT to teach tennis or come back and play more and embed it more. But really our shift now has been not only to do that, but to connect with teachers and mentors and other people that live in community, so that we're not just playing with the kids and then we go and then don't have someone to help lead. We're actually training up people in the community to help coach tennis as well. But I use the word coach really loosely because you don't need to be an expert at tennis to play. Like, anyone can get in and try, and that's really been our big shift, that we're like, you don't need to be amazing at tennis, you don't need to have played it all your life. You can just get started and play with your kids or with your family members, or as a teacher with your students. And it's just as easy as any other sport, really. So yeah, we just want people to start playing. I mean, facilities could always be improved. Wherever there's a sort of, we call it like a home club, like one of our affiliated clubs, it's so much easier because we can work with that local club. And a perfect example is Gove Community Tennis Club. The head coach there, Nikki, she is connected with Larnapoy Homelands Aboriginal Corporation. Last year we had one player from Nhulunbuy. This year we have a team from Nhulunbuy and Larnapoy Homelands. And it's because of efforts like this that have been a community effort across different parties. But in other areas where there's no tennis court, hey, as long as there's a flat surface, let's go. Like, we can put up tape. You don't need to have everything. We can start with what we've got, and we always do.
Or a wall.
A wall, exactly. Yeah. A wall, flat surface, plate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
A little about shoes that we're doing at Beach Day.
So we had a call out from the NT office asking for some shoes, for some court shoes specifically. And I know that Fair Game Australia, they collect sports equipment and donate it to remote communities that need different sorts of equipment. So I reached out to them and they were like, yep, happy for you to come in and choose what you need. So they really brought us quite a few pairs, maybe 20 to 30 pairs of shoes here for the kids to run around with and play some tennis.
How important is donation with?
I think it's really important. Tennis shoes are quite specific and it feels different to play in tennis shoes. So I think coming from a remote community, being able to play in tennis shoes on these tennis courts is just going to be something special.
So what was the reaction from the kids today?
I think they enjoyed it. They were looking forward to finding their colour, finding their size and making sure they get some shoes that really felt right on them as well.
Yeah, anything else you want to add to this? Sorry, yeah, don't even share it.
Yeah, I think having links with organisations who are just as ready to help out and donate some equipment is just really special.
That's where I was being well tired.
We're really proud to be supporting this carnival, which has brought together 160 kids from right around the country, but especially 60 kids from right across the territory. It's an immersive opportunity for them to engage in the fun and the fitness of sport, and what better place than here in Darwin.
And what are some of the positive impacts you've seen about Indigenous participation in sport?
We know that Aboriginal kids are incredible at sport, so giving them more opportunities to come in from community to get the training, the mentoring, the support and the connection gives them incredible opportunities and pathways into the future, and that's exactly what we want.
And how do you think sport can help shape the future of young First Nations children, especially those from remote communities?
Being a remote Territorian can be really isolating and challenging, but by having carnivals like this, we can bring our young people into Darwin. They can get exposure to some of the most incredible athletes and experiences, and hopefully it sparks a light inside them to continue their passion for the sport, and that's all we can ask for. It's about giving our kids opportunities for the future and backing them in all the way.
And this carnival is not just about tennis, it's also about culture, and there's a range of cultural activities happening today. How important is that connection between culture and sport?
Well, culture and sport go hand in hand, and the Northern Territory Government is really proud to be supporting with funding to make sure that today's cultural activities can go ahead. And it's a really nice way to create that link and, of course, encourage kids to pursue their dreams and aspirations for the future.
And I guess the last question, what message would you give to Indigenous kids participating in the carnival this week?
Well, we just want to wish all of the kids participating a really exciting and excellent week. We hope it just opens doors for them and really encourages them to pursue their love of sport. We know that kids from right across the territory are having this opportunity, and we're really proud to be supporting them to be able to engage in sport at this level. Great. Thank you. No worries. Thank you.
I'll make sure that's looking good.
I remember you used to dance all the time. Hello.
So you'll put?
Oh, yeah, border.
seeing me, how I play. So we told the townspeople to, make sure she keeps playing tournaments and help her out there, because, we couldn't afford too much. So we had the townspeople of Barella, some farmers.
In a motel, so each morning we'd take turns